Gadget 360 team gets a lot of devices to review and test. But when they end up going back to the company, we purchase some of the devices for ourselves. So I asked all my colleagues at Gadget 360 which is their favorite tech purchase of 2021. Now some of them didn't buy anything at all, but most of us did purchase something in tech this year. So here's Gadget 360's favorite tech purchase of 2020.
Now, I surprisingly didn't buy any major gadgets this year, instead choosing to spend my money on more trivial things such as school fees and petrol. However, what I did get is an Apple One family subscription. Priced at 365 rupees per month for my family, I now get access to Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, Apple Arcade and 200 GB of iCloud storage which I can share along with my family. All of these have been pretty useful to me, and they do help me save money since I was individually paying for 3 out of 4 of the subscriptions anyway. If you are invested on the Apple ecosystem, if you have a bunch of Apple products, then this is a useful purchase and it's been particularly helpful for me this year, and that is why I would call this my top purchase of 2021.
So guys, a personal computing device is one of those things which I feel makes your life a lot better. So this year I invested in a personal computing device which was the Apple's MacBook Air M1 model, and over the past few years I had owned a lot of Apple devices, but none of them came close to the kind of performance and portability that I got from this machine. So this kind of changed my whole workflow. I could work longer, I could work on heavier projects without having to worry about my battery life, without having to worry about whether the laptop would run too hot or something like that. And at the end of the day, my productivity improved and I was able to get more done in a lot less time. So my pick for 2021 is going to be Apple's MacBook Air M1. It was the best purchase I made whole year and definitely changed my life for the better.
So my favorite tech of 2021 that I bought has to be the Maono AU100 lapel mic that, as you can see, I'm using to record this video. That's MAONO. Now, there are 2 reasons why it's my favorite. Is because one, it fell within the price category that I was looking for, 600 to 700 rupees. And second, that I can use the same mic to record both on DSLR and smartphones. When I was recording videos earlier with the phone's mic, there used to be a lot of ambient noise and disturbances in the background that the phone mic used to pick up. But with a lapel mic, you can eliminate that problem, and the videos that you output also sound more professional. So yeah, this has been my favorite gadget of 2021, the Maono AU100 lapel mic.
Yeah, I bought another pair of Bluetooth headphones after buying the Sennheiser HD350BT last year. But this time around, I went with a flagship device. This is the Sony WH-1000XM4, the predecessor to the Sony WH-1000XM3s. Design-wise, it doesn't bring in anything revolutionary compared to the previous generation, but it has some incremental updates that made me lean towards the device. For starters, it has Bluetooth multipoint. Bluetooth multipoint means that you can connect 2 devices simultaneously. So I can edit videos on my PC while also watching reels on my smartphone. The switching between these 2 devices are quite seamless and it hardly takes 2 to 3 seconds to do so. Besides that, it also has in-ear detection on the left ear cup. So if you remove the headphones from your ear, the music or video, whatever is playing on your smartphone or PC, gets paused. It's quite useful when somebody wants to talk to you and the phone is far away and you don't have to pause the music, just remove it and it does it for yourself. It retails for a price tag of Rs 26,990 on Amazon. And I was fortunate enough to pick it up for 24,990 during the Amazon Diwali sale. So that's it from my side. On to the next one.
So I have been using an iPhone for the longest time, about 6 to 7 years. My first iPhone was the iPhone 6 Plus and my last iPhone was the iPhone 11, which I replaced with the Pixel 4a. Now, I wasn't too happy with the iPhone 11's camera performance, so especially the portrait photos that I got from it, because it has a wide camera and an ultra wide angle camera. So the portrait photos didn't come out too well, or at least the way I expected it to be. The Pixel 4a has a very nice camera. It's a single camera, but it does a really good job at clicking portrait photos. Which is why I needed it, because of product shots and mainly to take pictures of my toddler. So that's the reason why I purchased it, and I'm happy to say that I'm quite satisfied with my purchase. It only appeals to a very few people and a niche audience, so better do your research before you go and get one.
So which which is your favorite tech purchase of this year? Do let me know in the comment section below, and like always, keep following Gadgets360 for all.